Hi everyone, it's Amy from Yoga Corner here today with the beautiful Lydia. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be talking alignment, which can be a little bit of a sensitive topic, but has come into some greater light for myself in my own practice, basically since having a baby and afterwards my body behaving differently. So what today we're going to be talking about in particular is neutral alignment of the pelvis, such that we can keep practicing yoga, have a solid foundation and understanding of keeping our body safe and working in conjunction throughout, through energetic alignment, physical alignment, and breath, so that we can have a long and healthy practice with yoga. Sound good? So we're going to work with Warrior One today. So we're going to go ahead and stand up, if you will, Lydia, and just step your left foot forward for your Warrior One, and let's say about a meter between the feet, from the front to the back foot. Good. And then Lydia, just go ahead and place your hands onto each hip so that you can feel the bones of the pelvis underneath, okay? And so what we want to find here is Lydia's unique pelvic alignment that is neutral. So what we want to see is that one hand isn't lifted higher than the other, and that both hands are level. From there, we also want to find a place where the pelvis isn't tilting forward or back. So we'll exaggerate a little bit, tilting such that there's an arch in the spine, or tilting such that the tailbone tucks under too far. And so we could even feel that out a couple times until we find the place where we feel like the pelvis is neutral. That if the pelvis was actually like a bowl of water, holding water in a bowl shape, that it wouldn't tip out on any direction, okay? And so from here, we're gonna reach the arms up towards the sky, if that feels good, and let the shoulders relax down. Beautiful. And so we'll inhale here and lift up tall. And then with the exhale, we want to feel like we're pressing down evenly through both feet. Yeah, okay, beautiful. So it's energetics. As you inhale, there's length and there's space. And with the exhale, there's an even grounding. So nothing feels like it's working more than another part. And there's a symmetry and a balance in the shape. And Lydia feels like she can breathe. It might be challenging to hold the shape in the muscles, but there's no force or excessive exertion. Okay, one more breath. And then go ahead and gently release, straightening out the front leg, release the arms, and you can just step the feet together. Beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna turn around and take the other side, if you will. And this time, Lydia, let's come to downward facing dog, okay? So in downward facing dog, Lydia's got a nice long spine. She's pressing evenly through the hands and the feet. And she'll also feel this out, specifically with the pelvic tilt forward and back, to find neutral. So that she's not tucking her tail and rounding, and she's also not arching her spine and sticking her sit bones too far up. Beautiful. Take another breath. Relax the head and the neck a little bit. And then go ahead and reach your right leg up behind you. Inhale for three-legged dog, something we see lots in yoga classes. And then bring your knee forward and in towards your nose as far as you can, and step the foot through. And if it doesn't make it, use the right hand to help it forwards. And then spin the back heel down 45 degrees or so. And then inhale, rise up for your Warrior One. Okay, beautiful. And she already knows what she's doing, so I'm going to have to make her do what we often find, is that this foot comes too far forward or this foot is too far back, and it makes the hips swivel round, okay? So what we often hear is take the stance wider to square the hips, but actually what happens there, more twisting of the pelvis, more load on one side. So what we want to do is come back to feet on tram tracks at your hips width distance, thereabouts. Yeah, and instead bring the back foot forwards a little bit until you can get that pelvic alignment, squaring the hip bones forwards as if you had headlights on the front of the hips, and they're pointing straight out in front, not tilting up, not tilting down, and not skewed to one side or lifted on one side. Does that help? Beautiful. Pressing down evenly through both feet. When you're ready, maybe inhale, reach the arms up if it feels okay in the shoulders, the chest, and there's no strain in doing so. Good. And on the breath in, you'll feel like the fingertips are lifting whilst the shoulders stay relaxed. And on the exhale, that reminder to ground evenly through both feet. Beautiful. Just one more breath here. Breath out. Gorgeous. And then inhale, you can go ahead and release. Release the arms and step back to standing. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Lydia. I hope this has been helpful. Remember that your body is your body, and so listening in and that deeper understanding is what we seek in the yoga practice, especially the asana practice. It's an understanding of sensory experience, how we feel, not pushing into pain, not pushing into anything that doesn't feel right, and you're always your own best teacher. Thank you so much.